I'm Robert.
I'm James.
I'm Dawson.
I'm Andrew.
And this is the Adrenaline Factory.
Hey, I'm Alex, and this is my 4-time winning two-step competition FB RX-7. So this is a 13B S4 out of an 86 Mazda RX-7 with an FC trans. It's got a Racing Beat intake, Weber carb, Racing Beat headers, an FD alternator, some oil pump mods. I don't know how to explain it super well, but I know that the further away the oil pump is from its mating surface, the more PSI it makes. There's 2 shims in there, which is supposed to be 100 PSI cold and like 80 to 90 PSI hot. There's a stage 2 Miata clutch in there. Pretty basic stuff. MSD box. The 2-step box is kind of tucked underneath there. Don't pay any attention to this mess over here. I'm hopefully gonna get this fixed when I get more into this thing when it warms up outside during springtime. One mod I would not recommend to anybody that has any kind of RX-7 is cheap Gilmer Drive pulleys. I have been through that nightmare of dealing with like keeping them aligned and tensioned properly. And if you don't know what a Gilmer is, it's basically a timing belt that's driving all your accessories. And the idea is there's no chance for it to slip. But because of that, there's a lot of tension. And I will say, they do look really fucking cool.
They sound cool.
They sound amazing. They sound like a supercharger. It sounds really cool. It looks really cool. But I have been through so many nightmares, and actually a Gilmer Drive set, the E-shaft pulley, the bottom one, came off in Texas and left me stranded because there was so much tension, and it was bad. Do not buy cheap Gilmers. Buy the like $300+ set. Don't buy the $90 set. Spend the money. Spend the money. So good reliability mods to start with is charging system. So I got FD alternator for more amperage, because you will tear through alternators in these cars. You don't need a bigger battery, but it is nice to have for when that alternator fails, and it will fail. I have been through that so many times. Another good reliability mod is silicone radiator hoses. They'll outlive the car, like they'll last way longer. Heater hoses are probably the biggest problem I've had. Just, you can't find factory ones, so I have this crazy deal ran around and over and everywhere. A really good reliability mod is an aftermarket fuel pressure regulator, because the factory ones leak, and if they leak, they cause fires. Deleting the catalytic converter, because they cause fires. An electric fan and a good aluminum radiator works wonders too. You have to keep these things cool, and you have to keep them from catching fire.
You won that 2-step battle at Topeka, right?
I did.
All right, man, I think we have our winner in the mod 2-step battle.
I won 3 events in a row, because nobody else really had 2-step or really knew what 2-step was.
They were all just revving it.
Yeah, it's all pretty much just revving, letting the RPMs drop down, and then hammering on the gas, or people key banging their car. Or I actually have a button. This is the bang button. You just push that and you get crazy flames and wicked noise. No radio, because race car. No shift boot either. Because it's a 30-year-old Mazda. It's the same thing for why this is missing. I took the headliner out of the car because I couldn't actually sit in this thing. Other than the missing pieces, the interior is in really nice shape, but you know, I keep my tools on the floor. Got a fire extinguisher. That's just a rotary thing. If you love the car, you keep one handy. Fire hazard on wheels. That's why you keep one. So a few things to look for when you're buying an FB is mainly rust, because you can pull an engine apart, you can replace a trans and a rear end, but rust is what kills these cars. They like to rust where all the suspension mounts to the back of the car. I can't really show you because it's lowered. Floorboards are definitely a problem, and all the spots where like the steering gear mounts to the car and strut towers are an issue. They're made out of tin foil, so they vanish. As soon as they see salt, they like dissolve like Alka-Seltzer tablets.
Do you want a two-step?
Yeah, we can two-step. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe to Infernus Drift. They upload a new video every Friday.
I'm not sure what to do with my hands.
And I'll see y'all next time.